So, here we are again. Are you excited for some more tower content?
There is a there is a certain depth of emotion that is emerging in me at this point. We'll say that much.
Well, if nothing else, we have finally caught up to our good friend Crumley.
Crumley,
Right, yes. That whole thing.
you're the ones I saw at Camro's place. I had a feeling you'd come. Only simpletons would dare defy Malpercio. What do you want with the Sword of the Heavens? I'm joining up with Malpercio. This sword will be my offering to him. What? No way! Now that we children of the earth have lost our powers, there is no way we would be able to defeat and seal the resurrected Malpercio, as our ancestors did 1,000 years ago. Given the circumstances, siding with the evil god in order to survive is a far wiser plan. We'll finally be freed from this filthy prison beneath the taint clouds.
This definitely does not function as any kind of commentary on any kind of ongoing real-world
You
event.
don't understand. This world is doomed unless we defeat Malpercio.
You're the one that doesn't understand, girl. Had you lived 1,000 years beneath the taint clouds as our people have, you would certainly have a different view on life.
I mean, he's really doing his best to sound, like, menacing and imposing.
Was awakened by the daughter of a Calvin family. We once helped the Calvin's ancestor take the Earth sphere from.
I appreciate, them going out of their way to be like, okay, I know you might be thinking this guy's just a dick, but no, actually, his people have been a dick for thousands of years, actually.
Ah, Izudi! Your people, the villagers of Gema, tried to cast a spell on the god and failed miserably. Now that he's awake, there's no stopping him. Break the magic deal!
I mean, if you're so convincing there's no stopping it, then you shouldn't have any objection to us trying. I mean, just saying.
Hark, Malpercio, divine being, awakened from 1,000 years of slumber. Save us, the children of the earth, from beneath the taint clouds. Lead us to our destiny. Look at the sky. It's the divine light. Melodia!
Why, there you are, Callus. I was beginning to wonder where you had flown to. How very convenient.
I mean, technically we fell.
I'll dispose of you later.
O heir of Calvin, I present you with the sword of the heavens. Let us lay aside our past, that which took place over a millennium ago, and pray take us to the lands in the sky, to a new world order, under rule of Malpercio.
Melodia definitely cares.
Don't do it, Kremley!
And I can't believe that evil god did something evil.
Even think of haggling with a god.
Like, that's just not on.
Malpercio will have no dealings with bugs like you.
That's illegal.
This can't be.
I can't believe this short-sighted plan, in which we attempt to appease the evil god of destruction, didn't work out.
I mean, it was entirely unforeseen.
Will perish, every last one of you. The wrath of a god endures forever.
And like I said, this absolutely does not function as any kind of commentary on any kind of real-world event. Just don't even think about it, folks.
I see. The sword that slew the gods 1,000 years ago has not lost its power. Fair enough. I'll take care of you. Let us first eliminate the others.
So, yep, everything's, going great. The plan to invite Malpercio down to the Earth was just smashing success.
They're headed
Yeah.
for Algorab village.
Good times. Well done.
We have to
Solid plan, well thought
get
through.
back to the village.
Full of sensible precautions.
Anyway, I like this, that they actually give you the Sword of the Heavens.
In a card? They put it in a card?
It's a very good light sword, and you should definitely put it in Callus's deck. You're going to need it very soon.
I mean, they make such a big deal of it being a literal physical sword, and we're like, nope, it's in a card. I mean, very on brand and everything, but like, Anyway, there were some numbers on that thing.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
It definitely had numbers on it. Like, I've been at this for a while now, and I've definitely noticed that that card has numbers on it. Anyway, this is fine.
This is terrible. How could they? Damn you, Melodian.
I mean,
We'll get you for this.
evil? I think we're kind of past the point at being astonished by this by now.
You're too vulnerable to take on the evil god at this stage. Let us handle things here. You should return to your lands in the sky.
So I'm pretty sure we tried that back in the fortress, and that didn't go so hot.
It would be foolish of you to die in vain. Besides, this is our duty as the children of the earth. Mizuki will fight with you.
Mizuri, you must go with them. Your father and I and everyone in this village have a duty to fulfill. A duty that is different from yours.
Yeah, we're gonna die pointlessly.
You must carry on, Mizuki, as the very last hope and pride of the children of the earth. You know you have to survive. You have a mission to accomplish. Besides, you underestimate our powers, your mother's and mine. Though we may not be of your caliber as wizards, you have no idea how far a parent would go to save his child.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the bit about not being wizards is going to be more important here. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
Mizuri, what you did for us was truly wonderful. You led your friends from the sky here so we could meet them. We could never thank you enough. We hope that you and your friends will be able to save our world. You must go, Mizudi. It's all up to you now. Please take care of our Mizudi. I beg of you.
Not going to enact any kind of plan down here?
Out of us.
Like, nothing? We're just immediately resigned to this?
Nope, they're gonna sit there and try and do some magic or something to stop Malpercio, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here so that we can go save the world properly.
Yep. And by the way, I continue to stand by my assessment that this definitely cannot possibly function as any kind of commentary on anything.
Let's go, Callus, Great Mizudi. The people of this village must do what they have to do. We can't die here. Not now.
I mean, counterpoint, we absolutely could die here. Like, just saying.
Come on, Great Mizudi. What's wrong, Callus?
Suppose we escape, believe everyone to die. Even if we do save the world, could you live with yourself?
I mean, it's a bit late for this observation.
I didn't come
So
this
now
far
I
to
know
watch innocent
we
people
just
get
came
slaughtered.
up with this plan
No
where
way.
we escape so that we can go save the world above the clouds.
The future of our world may depend on.
But what if
whether we return to the
instead
sky
we
with
just
the sword.
stopped and turned around and went back to fight Malpercio
But
anyway?
if the only future we have
I mean, it's
is
probably
leaving
fine,
people to
right?
die, then I want no part of it. Besides, I don't intend to lose.
I was waiting for you to say that, Callus.
What
Well,
do you
good
think?
times.
I like the implication that she was absolutely willing to abandon them, and she was only going to go back if Callus grew a conscience.
That's my part.
Yeah. That's definitely a solid and reliable
Let's
plan.
get back into action.
It definitely bears the hallmarks of sanity, and, you know, having paid literally any attention to any of this. So I guess the whole thing with the big pointless sacrifice was it was only there to give a flimsy pretense for us to do a slightly more obviously futile action.
Melodia!
Like,
No.
that's pretty much the only way any of that makes sense. I can't lie, it's kind of... that's not video games. Anyway, big fight, I guess.
Yeah, it's for the first time since his rebirth, it is time to actually go fight Malpercio.
Hey, and we even have the one sword. What can possibly go wrong? I mean, don't answer that.
I will never forgive you. Never, never, never.
Haha.
What is this?
The power of our ancestor, the great wizard.
You see, the mask is not nearly strong enough to contain the power of Mizudi when they go Super Saiyan.
Prepare to die!
this was definitely part of the plan as well. Like, Jala just completely masterminded this. All that, and she doesn't even go in our party.
Yeah. As it turns out, Malpercio is kind of a big boy, and we don't really have time to play around with people who aren't properly leveled.
Fair enough. Time to min-max then?
Yeah, as I'm sure you can guess, well, as it turns out, I hit every single one of his resistances. So, you know, that was nice.
Aha. Aha.
But yeah, as I'm sure you can guess, light is the way to go here.
I mean, that's very on brand.
To say, Liud is here to make the big number happen.
Extreme attack. Intermezzo.
I mean, this is a big number. Okay.
Yeah, that was not the big number, but you know.
I guess we have a remote chance of Callus managing to draw the good card. That seems like a thing. Yeah. No, never mind. Well, it was worth a shot.
I mean, I like when it gives me cards like that, when it's like, oh, I know you've already used like 3 wind cards, but here's the Chronos finisher.
And every time I get close to getting mad about this, I just remember the fight that was literally just RNG, and I'm like, well, actually, this isn't so bad.
But yeah, Malpercio himself, obviously blocks all of his elements all the time, which is...
Yeah, checks out.
And, you know, he hits for a pretty beefy 5-hit combo. Later on in the fight, he will start throwing in a finisher that drains health as well, so that's something.
Yep, good. Definitely normal. I mean, fitting. Definitely fitting, but, yeah. Kind of a yike. No, I'm getting another one of those strong damage wraith vibes.
It's, this one's not so bad. This is, I'm sure you can guess, not by any means.
As they say, not even his final form.
So yes, there will be a time when it is time to take Malpercio seriously, but this ain't it.
I mean, which isn't to say that a boss at this point can't still catch you napping, but yeah, yeesh.
Yeah, you can see that I blocked every single hit in that combo and still took over 600 damage.
Like, that's just literally just set you back an entire turn and change. So maybe not great.
Anyway, that's about it for our big friend here. Like I said, as I've mentioned, this first fight is not particularly interesting.
Is Melodia just sitting back and watching this?
You know, I kind of hope she is.
Just sit back and watch my boy fight.
It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Hey, there's a number.
How is it possible?
I mean, run the battle stats. You can figure it out. Well, this seems fine.
The sword of the heavens!
Ah, it's fine. We had other cards that made bigger numbers.
Your hopes has been lost. The sword broken. The mirror shattered. The spear smashed.
Detecting a theme here.
How do you intend to face the might of Malpercio?
Say, Melodia, if we told you, you wouldn't even believe us.
We will leave you be for now, though.
I mean, some super glue, some good welding.
The fear of
Say, rest assured that our path towards defeating Malpercio
challenging his
will take a turn for the dumb very, very soon.
I'll be seeing you, Callus.
I mean, I can honestly believe at this point that we're literally just going to try putting the broken pieces of these things in proximity with each other and seeing if they just magically mend. And I'm betting at least one of them will. I mean, after some side quests, of course, but, you know.
Well, yeah, no, you can't just reforge them like that. That would be cheating. No, you got to at least work for your magic artifacts to just mysteriously come back together.
Anyway, I like how, like, in what really seemed to be their moment of triumph, that Melodia just, yeah, fuck it.
We did
This
all
is
we
dull.
could.
We out.
You know what? I broke your everything. I win anyway, right? I'm leaving now.
Malpercio's minions could come attack at any time.
Yeah, but they won't, though.
I agree. The children of the earth should
Anyway,
move to the sky, to a new
This is a
authority.
deep lore update. As it turns out, the chair just has those arms and legs.
I see what you're saying. I'll have everyone.
What? Why?
prepare
Why
for
does this
the
chair
storm.
exist?
Once ready, our people will join you in the sky.
Please tell the people of Algorab to hurry as well.
Yeah, and
You
you,
must be happy. This is your first class ticket out of here.
right? If ever there was a time to deploy some sarcasm.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think it would come to this.
No shit.
I will stay here.
What are you talking about? That's not going to solve anything.
I contend that this will solve something.
But
If you feel guilty for what you've done, the best thing to do is join the others up there and fight for what's right. This battle's not going to be pretty.
That's right. You can die in our meaningless fight instead of yours.
I mean, I don't know, I'm all for a good atonement arc, but like, I feel like this guy fighting on our side is going to be more of a liability than an asset.
Well,
Just
why
a
don't we head up first?
sensation.
Before you leave, take this, Mizuti.
Hmm? What be it?
This mask has been passed on for generations among our village elders. It originally belonged to one of the ancient wizards. I would like you to wear it.
Please pay no attention as to how it is exactly the same as her old mask.
The great Camro.
Nah, budget. Like, changing the model that goes around with you, that would be like a whole thing.
Let's go.
I actually really appreciate that, for the brief moments where Mizuti isn't wearing a mask, the voice acting is much clearer and doesn't have that weird filter on it.
I mean, it turns out it's less of a filter and more just like talking through a gigantic piece of metal. I mean, maybe it actually is a filter in, like, literally IRL, but, like, I don't know. Details, right?
Anyway, yeah, it turns out that having now beaten Malpercio, we have a shit ton of experience to distribute.
I mean, I should fucking hope so. I mean, we didn't actually, but we basically just killed God. He should have some good drops. And a good amount of EXP.
I mean, we did get... What did we get? Aside from a constellation,
We got a card with a broken sword on it. That's something.
I mean, that's technically a drop.
It's a good prize.